Hi and welcome to another episode. It's spring in the forest and it's full of life. Let's go out and try to find some animals. And to not put a mark on our forehead, I will at least get some camouflage on. Because the first thing we do is that we look for birds, some small nests, and maybe, some holes in the trees. Something like this. Early to mid-spring is a perfect time to look for animals in the forest, because the leaves of the trees haven't sprouted yet, and it's easy to see nests, upcoming nests, or holes in the trees where the birds have settled. But you also have to be really careful because it's a vulnerable time for wildlife, so you don't want to put any stress on the animals. So you should move really carefully and slowly and not stay around an area for too long. So it has been some time already and I think I got lucky. Up there is a hole in the tree and it looks like there could be something active going on. But I'm not entirely sure yet, and from here it's a really steep angle to look at the hole. So we'll try to get up onto the stones over there and observe it for some time. I will show it to you. Let's go. So we're sitting a bit here on the edge, but it's not going down so far. But I think from here, at least we can see the hole and we can get kind of close. And I show you some tricks how I get closer, at least in mid-daylight. But now we just have to wait and see if someone turns up and if there's life inside that tree. To get really close with the Z6 today, I brought a converter of 1.7. That maybe dumps down my aperture a bit, but today there is enough light to do that. I can record way better video with the Z6 than with this camera. And you can film still 4K if you go into crop sensor in movie mode. It's perfectly fine, and I think it works with a lot of other cameras as well. So you can just crop without losing quality. So we saw there are some nuthatches living there. Eurasian nuthatches. Really cute. The Scandinavian ones have a really wide bottom. Looks a bit different than the ones you would maybe find in Germany. As you might also see, I got out of the camouflage and I had to get now the jacket on because it's quite windy. The trees are shaking a lot and it got a bit cold. So I thought it's time to move on. One tip with the Z6 in video, with the converter and the crop, I mean I was at 1200 millimeters, is that I don't use the autofocus. The autofocus in the Z6 in general works really nice in video, but that's really long focal length. And then I just go on manual focus and activate focus peaking, and that works really nice for me. I can really just recommend that. Also for macro photography, that helps out a great deal. And now we just go a bit further into the forest, look for caves, holes, everything that can be found. And maybe it's time for a cozy tea break. Yeah, why not? I should get my long lens out. They always come when I drink tea, so I should always bring tea in the future. Over there's another hole in the tree. I just want to look for a nice spot to sit down, and I give it 20-30 minutes. But then we have to move on because I want to go further into the forest. So I found some caves and holes, kind of hopefully dens up here in this, between these conifers. And with a bit of luck, we maybe see a badger actually. So I will set up the wildlife camera here, and then we come back in a few days and see how that one turns out. There's one more animal that I specifically want to look after today, and it's in general woodpeckers. Normally you can really hear them from afar, which helps to find them. And the sound got me here, in this part of the woods. And as I come in here, I can already see some signs of them, and I'm gonna show you those signs. It's pretty easy. Just have to have open eyes and mind. This here is one of the classical signs for me of woodpeckers. I don't think it can be completely ruled out that it's also squirrels, but you see all these loose things from the pine cones. And that's normally woodpecker sitting up in the tree and trying to get rid of the small pine things. So that's one of the signs, but there's one more clearly. Come with me. This can be not mistaken. This is clear woodpecker work. And if you hear closely, you can already hear them pecking around. This you can find all over the place. And then you're sure, pretty sure they're woodpeckers. So I'm actually too loud. Okay. You can maybe hear it already. There's one sitting up there. I'll try it. I will give it a try. What I will try now is that I will get my stuff further up this hill. That's really nice about these forests here, that it's a bit hills in the forest. So I get higher to get a bit on the same level as the birds. I try to be as quiet as possible. A lot of woodpecker signs up here. I will just sit down and wait for my luck. Some of you might have seen the video or have realized by now that this video is highly inspired by Morten Hilma's last video about fieldcraft and how to find animals. And I'm not trying to imitate it, so I'm just trying to give my share into the topic. Nothing more, nothing less. This is actually unbelievable. It's just sitting right over there. And I'm so amazed by this. Oh, there's a shit mice. I don't know what else to call them. Yeah, the grey-tit. Yeah, they're all hopping through the leaves and the branches. But there's a woodpecker, so I'm really happy. I will cut this video here for now. What an amazing day. I'm so glad that I met so many animals, and especially the woodpeckers so close up. I just wanted to show you some, but here it is. And now, yeah, let's cut in and see what we see on the wildlife cameras in a few days from now. So I came back and I looked at the wildlife camera, and there is actually a badger here. But I'm not sure, I don't have footage where he goes into the den or cave, what it is. But something around it was moved. So my hopes are really up. And you see, that's how easy you can kind of spot where animals, where around they live. And now I will get out of sight. So I hope that you enjoyed this small video about finding animals in the forest, finding something to photograph. After that, you maybe have to go into a process of building improvised hide or something, natural hide with sticks and stones. Please give me a thumb up, follow around on the channel, ring the bell, and give me a comment. I am really surprised by the support I'm getting, and I understand that some of you don't want to comment. It's just enjoying nature and going out with me, and that's fine. I do that a lot as well. I just watch other nature photographers going out. But if you have any feedback, it makes the videos better, and I hope that anyone who wants to joins into the discussion. I will go home now and look at the wildlife camera footage on a bigger screen. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you soon.